Hey, this is Eric Gilbord, and welcome to Sell Your Business for Millions. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about the $4 million identity crisis, navigating the psychology of the exit. So let's start with the morning after. Close your eyes for a second. I want you to visualize a specific moment. It's Monday morning. It's about 8:30 in the a.m. You're sitting at your kitchen table with a cup of coffee. 3 days ago, on Friday afternoon, a wire transfer hit your personal bank account for $4 million, or maybe $10 million. The number is clearly, for most owners, life changing. You don't have to go to the office. You don't have 50 unread emails from your operations manager. No one is waiting for you to sign off on a budget. You are officially completely free for about 10 minutes. It feels like heaven. And then, for a lot of founders, a crushing weight of what now hits them right in the chest. And frankly, for some of you owners who are going to stay on with the business for a period of time, could be 6 months, could be a year, what have you, the same really applies. So, it may be a little bit delayed, but when you hit that day that you actually have no more responsibility, you're finally completely out of the business, this is what's going to happen. We spend so much time focusing on the price, the EBITDA, the multiples, the legal structures, that we completely ignore the person. Selling your business is one of the most traumatic, exhilarating, and confusing things you're ever going to do. Today, we're talking about the psychology of the exit, how to sell your business without losing your mind, frankly, or your soul. Here's the identity crisis. Let's be real. As founders, our businesses aren't just where we work, they are who we are. When someone asks you at a party, so what do you do? Your answer is usually, I'm the CEO of XYZ company. Your social circle, your daily routine, your sense of winning, it's all tied to that logo. When you sell, that title goes away. You aren't the CEO anymore. You're just a guy or a gal with a big bank account and a heck of a lot of free time. If you don't recognize this identity gap early on, you will subconsciously sabotage your own deal. And I've seen founders get to the 11th hour, legal is done, the money is ready, and suddenly they start picking fights with the buyer. They get offended by a tiny clause in the contract. They find reasons to hate the buyer's personality. It's not about the deal. It's because their lizard brain is screaming, if I sign this, I disappear. You have to start building your version 2.0 at least a year before you sell. What are you moving to? Is it a new venture? Is it philanthropy? Is it becoming a mentor? If you don't have a vision for your life post exit, the exit will feel like a funeral instead of a graduation. The earnout roller coaster. Now let's talk about a very specific psychological trap, the earnout. A lot of $4 million plus deals aren't all cash up front. The buyer might say, I'll give you 2.5 million now and another 1.5 over the next 2 years if the business hits these growth targets. On paper, it looks fine. In reality, it can be an emotional nightmare. You go from being the king or queen of the castle to being a middle manager in someone else's company. You have to watch the new owners change the culture. You have to watch them make mistakes that you know are mistakes. You have to ask for permission to spend money you used to just spend. I've seen founders burn out and walk away from millions of dollars in earnouts just because they couldn't stand being an employee in their own building. Before you sign that deal, you need to be brutally honest with yourself. Can you handle someone else driving your baby? If the answer is no, you need to renegotiate a clean break exit. Even if it means a slightly lower price, your mental health is a part of the deal structure. Don't sell your peace of mind for an extra 10% on the top line. How about managing seller's remorse? Then there's the remorse phase. It usually hits about 3 months after the sale. The novelty of the big bank account is worn off. You've taken the big vacation, you bought the car, and now you're bored. You start looking at your old company's LinkedIn page and seeing they've hired new people. You feel like a stranger to your own legacy. To avoid this, you need to define what a successful exit looks like beyond the check. Is it important to you that your employees are taken care of, as it is with most owners? Does the buyer need to keep your brand name for at least 5 years? Do you want a seat on the advisory board so you can still feel connected? Write down your non negotiables before you ever talk to a broker. Most people sell for a number and they regret the sale because of the conditions. If you know what your peace of mind price is, you can walk into negotiations with a level of calm that actually makes the buyer respect you more. A founder who is willing to walk away from a bad deal is a founder who usually gets the deal or the best deal. How about the new beginning and the wrap up? Your homework for this final episode of our starter series is the most important one yet. I want you to take 30 minutes, sit in a quiet space, and write your day after plan, not your year after plan, your day after plan. What are you doing that first Monday? Who are you calling? What does your morning look like when you aren't a CEO? If you can't answer that, you aren't ready to sell yet. We've covered a lot in these 3 episodes. We've talked about firing yourself, fixing your multiples, and preparing your mind for the biggest transition in your life. The road to a $4 million exit isn't just about the business you build, it's about the person you become while building it. I'm Eric Gilbord, and this has been Sell Your Business for Millions. Thank you for listening. Remember, don't just build a business, build an asset, and I'll hopefully see you at the closing table.